Welcome back, folks. It's Friday, August 25th, 2023. Born on this date, let's do several. In 1919, Governor George Wallace. Well, he wasn't governor at the time, I guess, but you know what I mean. In 1916, Nobel-winning pediatrician Frederick Robbins of Auburn. In 1960, actress Ashley Crowe of Birmingham. She played the cheerleader's mom on Heroes. In 1965, Cornelius Bennett of Birmingham, linebacker at Alabama and in the NFL, and could block a field goal on Nintendo's Tecmo Super Bowl. If you know, you know. We'll cover the new Church of the Highlands location, the Oyster forecast, and a list of favorite employers, according to surveyed employees. I'm Mike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. The Church of the Highlands will be opening another branch campus this weekend in Alabaster, reports AL.com's Craig Garrison. Now, while it's not closing the gap on Dollar General just yet, Church of the Highlands claims 22 locations in Alabama and 2 in Georgia. It's considered one church, with sermons live streamed from the main campus in Irondale to other locations every Sunday morning, making it by far the largest church in Alabama. The Alabaster campus is not starting from scratch. Folks have been having Sunday services at Thompson Middle School since 2015. The new building on Highway 119 cost $18 million. Now, the church says that its policy is to not use debt. The state's annual oyster forecast was a bit of a mixed bag, reports AL.com's Lawrence Specker. Scientists with the marine resources folks dive and take samples from oyster reefs, and on Thursday in Beulah Battery, biologist Jason Herman gave a presentation to oyster harvesters. The short version goes like this: this 2023-24 season should be pretty good. Not 1990s good, but good in the context of the past decade. Now, that's based on fairly stable numbers of mature oysters in Cedar Point East and West, and growing numbers in Heron Bay. Now, the bad news is that the numbers were uneven for oysters that are a year away from harvest, and down everywhere for spat, possibly because of low salinity earlier this year. Now, spat is a word that makes oysters even more appetizing and means juvenile oysters. So you're looking at 2 to 3 years from now when they would be available for harvest. Now, also this week, a privately funded project began to lay 77 acres of limestone rock near Dolphin Island for oyster habitat. Conservation folks insist that the limestone will not be covering up any currently productive areas. The Birmingham Waterworks Board agreed to a settlement with environmental groups to protect 7,000 acres of land around Lake Purdy and the Cahaba and Little Cahaba rivers from development, reports AL.com's Dennis Pillion. Now, a preservation agreement had been in place previously, but this latest lawsuit was over whether the Waterworks Board could sell off some of its land in the area to developers. Southern Company leads all Alabama employers on the Forbes magazine list of best companies to work for, reports AL.com's Warren Kulo. Now, Southern Company is the parent company of Alabama Power. The companies considered for this particular list had a minimum of 500 employees. Workers who were surveyed evaluated their employers on working conditions, diversity, development potential, company image, compensation packages, and more. They were also asked whether they'd recommend other people to work for their companies. Here are the others from Alabama that made the list: Books A Million, University of Alabama at Birmingham, Northrop Grumman, Wind Creek Hospitality, Home Instead Senior Care, Clayton Homes, Edward Jones, Honda Motor, Polaris, Publix Supermarket, Boeing, Hoover City School District, and Airbus. Thank y'all so much for listening. Have a great weekend. We're going to be back here on Monday. Until then, as always, we're open 24 hours a day and 7 days a week on the World Wide Web at AL.com.